Hello and welcome to Sport Vibes on DNTWOK. My name is Bolaji Alimi and I'm your host. And this week yet again, as it's our custom on Sport Vibes, we'll be taking a look at some of the stories across the world of sport, a particular story this week, and then taking life lessons from that particular story. Stay tuned and get set for this ride.
One of the great drives at Silverstone. Lewis Hamilton wins the British Grand Prix. A mesmerising drive. The 90,000 stand as one for Lewis Hamilton. Sees the checkered flag and wins in Austin the US Grand
Prix. Welcome back to Sport Vibes on DNTWOK. This week we'll be talking about the Formula One. Obviously, the Formula One season has been on for a while right now, and the latest update, of course, over the course of the weekend is coming from the Montreal Grand Prix, talking about the Canadian Grand Prix. And the story we'll be reading out to you from there is that Lewis Hamilton, we're talking about Lewis Hamilton, his reaction. Of course, you would agree with many of Formula One fans that Lewis Hamilton, in spite of his record, the 7-time championship winner, has not done so well this season. It's not been a smooth ride. This is a man that fought to the finish last season with Max Verstappen, and many people believed he should have been the winner, arguably. But this time around, since the first race of the season, he has really struggled. Even his teammate in Mercedes, George Russell, have overtaken him time and again. But this is a man that has come back in the last race. Of course, he did not win the race outrightly, but he secured a podium, which is for the first time since the first race of the season, and that's a good one. And his comment is based on the fact that his podium at the Canadian Grand Prix has given him hope that Mercedes can return to competitiveness this year. The 7-time champion had not scored a podium since the first race of the season, and his result in Montreal ended a run of difficult races, obviously, as I told you earlier. So what's the lesson from here? Straight up, there's no point in dilly-dallying around the story. You probably know that already. You know the updates about the actions over the weekend already by now. But our own focus is not just on the entertainment aspect. As you know, it's our culture to also add value in terms of the educative aspect of these and how we can apply this to our own lives as well. Lewis Hamilton, a standing champion, a born winner, if you could put him that way. Last time around we talked about strength of character while we're talking about the Stuttgart Open in tennis, and this time around this is a man that is showing that. Many people by this time already in the season, despite the fact that it's still early, have given up on this man. That maybe this is not his year, maybe Mercedes too much of experiments with their cars, a lot of even George Russell seeming to have the better car of the two at some points. But in spite of this, he's not coming out with his head down saying all hope is lost. And that is what we'd like to emphasize again. Similar to the last story, but painting it in a different perspective. This is a man showing strength of character, talking about the fact that he's not backing down regardless of the challenges he's faced, regardless of how things seem not to be going his way and that of his team. So yes, definitely the Formula One is going on a 2-week break now. The next time will be Silverstone, where you'd expect Mercedes to really have a good time. And so for Formula One, we expect the best. To keep our fingers crossed as ever. For Lewis Hamilton, we say thank you for always giving motivation to your supporters, to people. Thank you for not backing down, because several young sport fans look up to this man. He's been their model even beyond Formula One, and so many times the ones following tend to take a note, or they tend to take a leaf from the book of those they are following. And thank you, Lewis Hamilton, for not backing down, for not dropping your head and taking a backseat to that, oh, the season is ended already. And same applies to me and you. Regardless of the challenges are bound to come, obstacles, hindrances, the normal things and routines in life. But it's not about them, as we like to say. It bears repeating time and time and time again that it's not about these external circumstances. That is part of life. It's about our response to them. That is what makes the difference. Thank you so much for joining us this week on Sport Vibes. I hope you enjoyed some of the highlights and pictures you've seen so far. My name is Bolaji Alimi, the Sport Pilot. Till next time, don't just listen to this and discuss. Stay with the story. Bye for now. Thank you so much for watching Sport Vibes on DNTWOK. If you enjoyed the video, ensure you subscribe, like, and share the video. Thank you.